Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. It's Tuesday morning and we have been graced with the holiday card from Meghan and Harry. That's right. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have issued their annual official holiday greeting card. It's got a few snaps, 6 in total, compiled on the card, with the one, of course, standing out, a picture of them with the backs of a couple of random children and 3 disinterested looking dogs that, and this is, we're supposed to believe, is a family snap. It's as usual, Meghan does this, a grainy image with the back of the children's heads. Something about it just doesn't look right, all her photos seem to do. Well, I would suggest that upon scrutiny beyond the scope of what I'm able to do, but somebody will, of course, probably find out there's a level of photoshopping involved. I wouldn't doubt it, because we've seen that with every single photograph that they've done. Personally, I've said a million times, I don't believe there are any children. I do not believe these are their children. Archie's supposed to be 5, Lily's supposed to be 3. They kind of look, their sizes, that seems odd to me. Something's off there. And remember when Harry said not too long ago in an interview that, Lily had her mother's beautiful hair. Well, if you look at Meghan as a child, she's Afro-American. She had non-treated hair. Looks nothing like the supposed Lily child's hair. And didn't Harry even say, oh yeah, her hair's so long she can almost sit on it? Lily's hair isn't that long in this photograph. Everything they've said, the way that the boy's supposed to be Archie, his stance, there's something odd about that. It doesn't look normal. And you can say, you're just reading too much into everything. Well, look, history proves that every single photograph that they've issued has shown some level of deception. So why would this be any different? That's all I'm saying. There are no children. This is a contrived photograph. And who the hell are Harry and Meghan anyway, putting out an official holiday card? They're unimportant. This is their ego. They think they're so important that they can put out an official card. It's really quite ridiculous, but that's who they are, and that's how they'll always act. And here you go, more fake photos, in my opinion. And I am sure that there are going to be YouTubers and investigators on this immediately and going to be able to suss out what's really going on with that photograph with the dogs and children. Because it's just another deception. It's just another deception. I never have believed there's any children. You go back to the beginning, all the whole surrogacy talk, the moon bump, the size of it kept changing and moving, and then the location, the position, the whole thing. I mean, if you actually spend any time at all looking at this information, hospital records, obviously birth record, all of this stuff, they've all been tampered with. Nothing is legit. Well, how come? Because they're obviously trying to hide something. Will it ever come to light? I think eventually it just might. But I think not only Harry and Meghan, I think the palace too want to try to keep this under wraps. Because everything's there's a lot of frayed edges there, and things can really unravel, and the palace is having a bit of a rough go at the minute with all the trouble with Andrew. More and more just keeps coming out about his Chinese spy buddy, and it's not good, folks. It's not good. Even Harry and Meghan, up to their silly stunts in Montecito, still does affect the royal family and their reputation, because they haven't been able to sort those two out. Just like the king can't sort Andrew out, and things just get worse and worse. Now, there was some talk from some YouTubers saying that perhaps this going after Andy, is a way to just get him out of the way permanently, and like this would stop all the Andrew problems, But and then who would be behind that? Would that really be the king leaking this information? Because don't forget this stuff, this Chinese spy. This was a few years ago. I mean, we're going back a decade, and he was kicked out of the country a couple of years ago. So in effect, this is kind of old news. And but news that the government had been aware of, news that the palace had been aware of. All the insiders knew what happened when this got. So why is it being leaked now? Why is this attack on Andrew happening now, and who's behind it? Some suggest it's the king to even humiliate Andrew worse and put him in such a position that he'd have to do the king's bidding. I don't think so. I mean, the king will be the king, and his desire, and we know that dealing with Diana, and Camilla, that King Charles is really rather brutal in his in what he wants to get done. But I think the situation right now with the family a little on the shaky side, I don't think that he would actually endeavor to do it. Now, who might be behind it? I don't know. But it's certainly damaging. Certainly damaging to the royal family. It's not good. Andrew and Sarah were tapped to be a part of the Sandringham group Christmas whole thing, family being invited, and now he's been told to stay away. Whether they'll be at Wood Farm, whether they'll have any private dealings with the rest of the family, but I think now we certainly won't see Andrew and Sarah for example, walking to the church when they all kind of congregate and meet up with the crowds and stuff. We saw Andrew last year in a rather egotistical manner, walk in the front, leading the family, and greeting the crowds and stuff, and you're not going to see that this year. Andrew's going to be under wraps, whether they're at Sandringham or not. You're not going to see him Christmas Day, nor Sarah. Harry and Meghan won't be coming either. They're staying in California. There's all talk of, they're having a family Christmas with friends, and no. They don't have it. it's almost exhausting trying to make out Harry and Meghan, you know? Because it's just one damn thing after another. Fake photographs, fake children, fake documents, documentaries that are full of lies and misappropriating information, libeling people. I mean, these two are just beyond the pale. Just beyond the pale. And it's really time that the king or the government or both stepped in and put these two in their place and absolutely stripped them of everything. And that goes for Andrew as well. The problems he's caused, he can no longer be seen to be protected by the king. And that's what's happening. Everybody knows. For all the talk and the theater of I'll kick you out, and for all of that, we know that behind the scenes that Charles has actually been financing Andrew. For all the back and forth and bad mouthing of the royal family and all of that with Harry and Meghan, we know the king has been privately financing them. So nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And I fear things are coming to a head. It's undeniable now that Andrew needs to be dealt with swiftly. It's undeniable now that Harry and Meghan need to be dealt with swiftly. So are we going to see any changes in 2025? I think we might. And it'll be up to Prince William, whom I think is going to be, as I've said for over 2 years now, really making a power play and stepping up and stepping on his father's toes, quite frankly. So that's what we have to look forward to in 2025. I'd love to hear what you have to say about all this. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and share this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.